Hi, my name is Dwayne Fitch, and I've been working with SEIU 1991 for 4 or 5 years now. At the board advance in January, I did an impromptu presentation on the benefit, on the defined benefit retirement plan. And Martha asked if I would do a quick summary of that on video so that other members would have the opportunity to see it. As you know, Jackson offers a defined benefit plan for the employees, and you contribute 3% to it. These plans are disappearing around the United States, and currently they're primarily in the public sector. This plan offers Jackson a major advantage in recruiting and retaining high-quality clinical and professional employees, which is critical in this time of documented healthcare shortage, which will only get worse as time goes by. As we all know, private sector employees are struggling to fund their retirements, and therefore this defined benefit plan creates a major advantage for the employees here at Jackson. Let me give you a quick example of how this works and what it might be worth. And this example is high level. It excludes the COLA component and some other things, so it's really for illustrative purposes only. But for a 60-year-old employee at Jackson who would be retiring with 30 years of service, and their last 5 years they averaged $100,000, their pension benefit would be calculated like this. You take the 30 years times the 1.6, that's the multiplier for Jackson. So they would get 48% of their last 5 years, of the average of their last 5 years' salary, which we said was $100,000. So their annual benefit is $48,000, or $4,000 a month. So that obviously is a very important component of retirement, given, and we'll use an example of a woman in this case. I'm going to wrap this up. Given that a woman at 60 has a life expectancy of 24.34 years, that $48,000 a year comes to $1,168,000 rounded. So that's a significant piece, obviously, of anybody's retirement program. Now, I know that Jackson offers a cash-out program, and there's a lot of factors to consider if you are going down that road or considering that program. The present value of these payments, using the 20-year Treasury rate, which now is about 2.3%, would come to about $877,000. Don't know if you can see that very well, but that's the present value, $877,000 of the annual payments, $48,000 for 24 years. Now, there are some significant factors to consider if you're looking at an upfront payment. The first is, what is the amount? I showed you kind of a calculation based on a 20-year Treasury discount and a life expectancy of 24.34 years. But you would need to know exactly what factors are being used. The second thing to consider is your ability to fund retirement if you live longer than the actuary says you're going to live. Because if you take the upfront payment and you pay yourself $48,000 a year, come 24.34 years, that asset will be depleted. And the third thing, and maybe the most important thing from my perspective, is quality of life. Are you considering enjoying retirement or kind of watching the stock market? So that's really something to consider. What is your appetite in doing that? One more kind of illustration. In order for a individual without a public pension or without this defined benefit pension to to earn $48,000 a year, they would need to invest $2,086,000 at 2.34%. That comes to $48,000 a year. So you can see the challenge that folks have that don't have these kind of plans, and that is coming up with a significant asset value to generate an annuity or an annual payment of $48,000. Obviously, in this example, the principal doesn't get diminished, so it's a whole lot higher. But nonetheless, you can see that the $48,000 is a function of $2 million invested at 2.3%. So again, this was a very high-level review. Your situation and circumstances are unique and require an individual assessment. But as you can see, the defined benefit plan at Jackson is a significant one and a major differentiation between Jackson and other employers. Thank you.